Hey everybody, it's Dr. Steve Hoffman back with another episode of Core Wellness TV, and today I'm going to share 3 semi-case studies to illustrate the mindset, movement, and nutrition strategies you can use to enjoy more relaxation, less pain, and more energy in your life. The first one is about how you can create more relaxation in your body. It was a conversation I was having with a patient who came in who was just getting back into exercise, maybe exercising for the first time, and she was going to the gym, getting on the bicycle, and just starting with like 10 minutes, right? And I noticed whenever I was working with her that she had a very hard time relaxing. Like I was trying to lay and tell her just to relax her leg and let it fall, and she could not let it fall. Her nervous system was holding tension. It was like I was trying to get her leg to relax, and she was like holding it there. But all she had to do was tell her mind to let it go, and it released. Okay, so many of us hold nervous system tension. We don't have tight muscles, we have a overworked, stressed central nervous system. So my suggestion to her is that she needs to work on relaxing her nervous system. So when she goes to the gym and she works on the bicycle, she needs to she said, well, I was thinking, do you listen to anything? What do you do when you're on the bicycle at the gym? And she said, well, I don't realize, probably she's just thinking about when is this going to end, right? Well, I said, instead, let's use that time. We can turn that time into a moving meditation. You're already doing a repetitive movement, right? Why not drop your mind into a simple pattern where you just close your eyes and listen to the sound of your breath? Try doing that for 2 minutes, right? You do that for 2 minutes, and pretty soon you got 3 minutes, and then 4 minutes, and then 5 minutes, and then pretty soon you've meditated for 15 or 20 minutes, okay? So that was a very important thing, and she never even thought of that before, and that's how I use my time at the gym. Actually, I use the elliptical trainer a lot, and I'll be on there for an hour, and at least a portion of that time, you shut everything off. You close your eyes, you listen to the sound of your breath. Sometimes I'll have some brain entrainment, trying to entrain your brain into the theta state where you can get into that relaxed state of mind. There's those technologies available. Use technologies that are available, but the best technology is just listening to the sound of your breath. Okay, so that's one thing. And the other thing that you can do just in an instant is just stop and be mindful of what your body's doing. Be mindful of the tension in your body. A lot of times we walk around and we don't even realize that our shoulders are in our ears because we're thinking about stressful things, and we're thinking about what she's going to say and what he's going to say, and what are they going to think if I do this, or all that stuff that clouds up our brain. Stop, pay attention, watch what happens. See that? My big trigger is releasing my jaw, letting my jaw get heavy. That kind of sets me in motion for everything else. So let your jaw get heavy. Listen to the sound of your breath. Just take a 10-second break and keep checking in like that, okay? Guarantee it will help. My second piece of this is more of the movement piece, right? This is from Detlef, who is an osteopath in Germany who recently enrolled in the Core Wellness Institute coaching course, and he was having tachycardia. He was exercising. Actually, let me quickly read what he wrote to me so you can understand where he's coming from. He was so he's doing a lot of training, a lot of running and things like that, and in May of 2012 he felt some heart rhythm deviations during a light endurance run, and this increased to a crisis in November 2012 where he got up to the point where he would be in his exercise routine and he would get up to 220, his heart rate would get up to 220, and it would stay there locked in. You can imagine what that feels like. It feels like you're having a heart attack, some panic and anxiety, right? And it took nearly an hour for him to get it back down to the 60 to 80, normalized. And so he searched for the causes, and they found 2 inflamed teeth, and they extracted them, but he still couldn't get it back down to normal training state. And he tried a lot of natural remedies like detoxifying and things like this, but nothing helped really the training come back because the heart rate deviations were coming without reason throughout the day. Then he found my YouTube channel and decided to enroll in the program, and as a result, his heart rate deviations are now going to normal state. And 2 of the things that he mentioned that specifically helped a lot were getting motion into his thoracic spine right? Right there's where your heart is, by the way, right? And the other thing is the process of keeping your ribs connected. And he talks about how I talk about in the course that whenever you get your joints and muscles and really your joints, whenever your joints are in a centrated position where everything's stacked up perfectly so there's no stress on your body and you're recycling gravity and you're feeling light, right? You don't feel heavy whenever your posture's like this and your chest is up here and you're forward. Gravity gets you and makes you feel heavy, but whenever you're recycling gravity and everything's stacked up appropriately and organically, then you feel light and naturally more energetic. And he said that's what it took to relax his body and reset his heart rhythm. Now he's also has started also since then using some just breathing techniques that he's learning from other places. But this is my point with all this is that don't ever overlook the power of posture and movement for symptoms that are seemingly unrelated, right? What would if he went into the to a medical doctor and they had a heart rhythm, what would he get? He did get a prescription for a beta blocker to slow his heart down, right? But all he did was he put his body in the right place, relaxed his shoulders, put his rib cage in the right place, and now it's like a reset for the nervous system. It brings calm and peace, and everything kind of falls into place. And I'm not suggesting that this is going to be the immediate fix for anyone who has abnormal heart rhythms, but it's a huge piece of the puzzle that you need to implement into your program, okay? So I just wanted to get that point across because don't overlook posture and the power of movement and the power of mindfulness about where your body is in space. It does have profound impact on your body and how it works, the autonomic systems and how everything works together, okay? That's that piece. The last piece is how to sleep better, wake up with more energy, and wake up with less stiffness and pain, feeling younger, and thinking more clearly. Okay, these are things that happened with a recent patient of mine who came into the office here in Indiana, and she was struggling with neck pain and feeling really stiff in the morning and having all kinds of pain, and she wasn't sleeping good at night, and she had recently had a mitral valve prolapse, had like a mini stroke because of a mitral valve prolapse, so she had heart surgery where they put in a new valve, and so she's coming in just wanting to get rid of some neck pain and start feeling better. And some of the nutritional stuff that we did, okay, very simply, we started her on doing green smoothies every morning, or every day, right? It doesn't have to be in the morning. We started doing green smoothies, and we gave her some magnesium for sleep. And why was my tip off there? What was the tip off? The mitral valve prolapse, right? If you look up mitral valve prolapse, a lot of times that is related to magnesium deficiency. So we started her on some magnesium before bed. She immediately starts sleeping better. What happens when you start sleeping better? Everything works better because sleep is where you heal. It's where you repair. If you're not sleeping well, you're not repairing well, it makes you more insulin resistant if you don't sleep well, which means you put on more weight more quickly, eat more and more easily. So sleep is huge. So some magnesium at night, I said, I think we did like 400 or 500 milligrams of magnesium glycinate right before bed, and it was immediate. She was like, it was the magic pill for her. I'm not suggesting that's going to be the magic pill for everyone. I definitely want you to consult with your natural health care practitioner or your medical doctor if they know about nutrition, and talk about that if you decide to do that. But that's one simple thing, right? Green smoothies and magnesium. That's a start, right? The other thing is I suggested, hey, let's get rid of gluten for a period of time. Let's try an elimination diet. So what has she done? For the last week, she came in yesterday, and she said that since the last week she's gotten rid of gluten. Of course, she already had the sleep going for her. Then when she really focused on getting rid of the gluten, she said immediately she started thinking more clearly. She had less pain, less stiffness getting up out of bed in the morning, and she just overall just feels fantastic, feels younger, and feels more vital, right? So these are very simple things that anyone can try and do. Get more greens into your diet. Green smoothies are a great way, right? Get more magnesium. You're going to get more magnesium with green food anyway, but some extra magnesium usually helps. And try a temporary reduction of gluten in your diet and see how you do, right? And I think that you'll find that you do maybe not as fantastically as this young lady did, but you never know. You just give it a try, right? I'll That's all we can do. And there's power in food. Food is medicine. That's what Hippocrates said, right? Food, let thy food be thy medicine, and it truly is. That's it, guys. Please take some of this to heart. And actually, 2 of the case studies were about the heart, so really take it to heart. Take care of your heart, right? Okay, we'll see you next time. Leave your comments and questions down below. And thanks for listening. Appreciate you guys. Bye-bye.